I'd like to welcome Dr. Tyrone Taborn. He is the chairman of the board for the Foundation of Educational Development. Also joining us, we have Willie Flowers, president of the NAACP's Maryland State Conference. Gentlemen, it is a pleasure to have you join us this afternoon. Thank you. So, Willie, we'll start with you, sir. What do you make of the Supreme Court's willingness to actually hear this case?
Well, it's a sign. As you know, there are no. It doesn't look good for, and I don't mean to sound cynical, but we can just be clear that this court is not the same court of 5 years ago or 10 years ago. And I think they said the last time the affirmative action came up, it was in 2016. So the numbers don't look good, and it's not a good sign that they took the case. You have some dyed-in-the-wool conservatives. That's the nicest thing I can say about what we're up against. But miracles do happen, and maybe something could come out to a close vote that would maintain the affirmative action as we know it in higher education.
All right, well, let's hear what the doctor has to say. These cases are the first challenge to race-conscious university admission programs to reach the court since 2016. But the court looks vastly different, which is exactly what Willie just alluded to. Well, not alluded, he said. The court has a 6-3 conservative majority now. How do you think that will impact this case?
Let me say this. First of all, let's make sure we do not attack our Asian brothers and sisters for bringing this to the table. Because this is really, at the end of the day, not even about race. Because Harvard and any other school still have legacies. They will still let rich kids in. They will still have every opportunity to let those in and keep us out. But I think that at the end of the day, let's keep our eyes on all of the positives. Our historically Black colleges and universities, which graduate more than 30% of all of the Black engineers, scientists, doctors in the United States of America. While this is bad, I believe there's so many ways in which we will continue to find equality and that we're committed to. And let's not let this become a race baiting issue in a politic situation that's been unleashed by Donald Trump. But let's keep focused.
Yeah, doctor, you're absolutely right. And I'm glad that you brought that up because, excuse me if I'm naive, but I thought affirmative action covered all racial minority groups, and obviously including women as well. So can you just explain this admission process?
Well, let's be very clear. What they're going after, they're specifically saying that anything based on race cannot be used. Now, that does not eliminate the other set asides. For example, being a child of a veteran, being a child of an alumni, being a child that is supported by other folks. This is only dealing with a race issue. So even if it's resolved, our Asian brothers and sisters actually could come out on top. But the rules that they will use will keep Asians at a minimum in these college admissions.
Okay. Willie, let's swing this next question over to you, sir. Two lower courts already agreed with Harvard's use of race for admissions to promote diversity on its campus. Do you think the conservative judges will take that into consideration, or will it solely be based on the interests of the students?
I unlike Dr. Taborn, it's all about politics, and it is about race.
Tell
It's
us more
about
about
politics
that.
because, well, it's like I said, the numbers speak for themselves. Those, as much as they're on the court now for this goal of turning back Roe v. Wade, which will be next, they're also on the court to turn back what they couldn't do when they didn't have a majority. So it's a very committed effort to get this far, and it's just going to be a tough thing. And I think that traditionally, and if you look at any of the other cases, and I'm not a legal historian or anything, But if you look at other cases, they would take that into account. That the lower courts, two lower courts said no, but they've taken the case, and we just have to sit back and wait. But considering the numbers, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good with the history of what we know about Clarence Thomas, and just a breakdown on who's on the court now.
Willie,
It's an
we got about a
unfortunate time.
minute left. I hate to cut you off, sir, but I do want to let the doctor get the last word before we have to wrap up. Actually, I want you both to get the last word. So if you could briefly just tell me the ripple effect that this ruling will have on affirmative action as we know it.
The ripple effect is that it's horrible, but it's horrible that the government has to tell universities what to do. But I will say this: most major universities are committed to diversity. They will simply change the wording, and the opportunities that we have fought for and created will continue. Women and minorities and Blacks will continue to have a seat at Harvard, Cornell, University of Maryland, Morgan State University, no matter what the court says.
All right, Willie, I know you feel a little different, so I'm going to let you take us out, sir.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that this new spirit, which is grassroots, I mean, this case is because of people who are committed to a grassroots effort to overturn something. I hope that the same spirit of diversity, inclusion can be just as profound as that in the days to come. That's all we can count on. And again, it's not just, the challenges and the historic discrimination by universities is not just in the student population, it's also in professors as well. And that's well defined and historic. So we'll see, but I can only hope for the best.
All right, we'll leave it with where Willie dropped the mic. We'll see. Gentlemen, it was a pleasure. Thank you. And now we turning now to the pandemic, right? A new strain of Omicron